Mother made me mash my M&Ms. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So this video is kind of a testimony time to what he's done in my life the last few weeks. And if you haven't noticed, I haven't vlogged in the last few weeks, and this is why. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to give it a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe. Thanks. Okay. On July 8th, I participated in a youth conference called SLAM, which stands for Students Living a Mission. It's here in Nashville, and basically what it is a bunch of churches and youth groups from all over the U.S. come here to Nashville for a week, and they spend 5 days just dedicated to serving the poor and the needy in Nashville. We spend hours in worship and hours in the Word and hours during service projects and doing the work that we're called to do as people of God. So, this is my testimony about what the Lord spoke to me and taught me during that week. There's a lot of crickets outside, and my window's open, so if you can hear crickets really loud, I'm very sorry. Oh my gosh, that was the Lord. Oh my gosh, they got quiet as soon as I said that. So normally when I go into my SLAM weeks, I have a goal or something I'm like aiming for, or I want the Lord to teach me, and so like weeks before, I'll be praying like, Father, please help me learn to be a servant, or may this week be a time where I can learn to... Oh no! Why is everything not like me right now? But this week, I didn't really have anything I wanted the Lord to teach me, and I was like, am I just like not trying hard enough and I'm not coming up with something that I want the Lord to teach me? And the Lord was like, just be open, Genesis, like just be open to what I have to teach you. And so I was just praying that He'd do something new in me and teach me something that I didn't even know that I needed to learn, if that makes sense. So I think it was about Wednesday night, and I had just spent the day before leading the entire SLAM group, all the youth groups in worship for a night session. The Spirit of God was so heavy that you forget that there's anything else going on in life or in the room or in the world. It's just you and the Lord. And those are some of the most precious worship times that I've found in my own walk with the Lord. And so I got to lead one of those times, and for me to be on that stage leading people in that kind of conversation with the Lord and praise toward the Lord, it was a moment that I will cherish for the rest of my life, and something that I'll carry with me on my walk with the Lord and as He teaches me what it means to be a leader. The day after I led, I was just in worship, and the Lord just told me to sit down. It was like He was like my best friend, or like He was my dad, because my dad is my best friend, and so we love talking together and laughing together. I just felt the Lord being like my friend, my dad in that moment, and saying like, hey, sit down with me, let's talk. So I was like, okay. So I like sat down, I took a literal crisscross applesauce position, and I was like, all right, let's talk. And it was like I was sitting in a chair and I was like leaning in to hear what he had to say, and he was sitting in a chair across from me and he was leaning in to hear what I had to say. I felt so free in the moment because I felt like I didn't have to be anything else but myself. I could just talk because he knew me, and I didn't have to explain myself or give any extra words to what I was trying to say. He just understood. And so I asked the Lord, I said, Lord, why am I here? Like, why am I here this week, in this point of history, in this point of time? Like, what do you want me to learn? And he said, Genesis, I'm here to confirm your calling. And so I took a moment to think about that, because I asked why I'm here, and he responded and said why he was there. I kept asking him, I was like, Father, what does that look like? What does my calling look like? He told me that in the same way that I play my instruments, that I play my guitar, my piano, my bass, that when any instrument that I play, in the same way he plays me and uses me to lead other people into worship, but worship with their lives. So in the same way that I use my instrument, my voice, to lead people in worship with song, he is using me as a vessel and as an instrument to lead people in worship with their lives. And that was a pretty powerful word that the Lord spoke to me. For him to just take the time to sit with me and have that one-on-one conversation. Oh, sorry, I'm very emotional. He just reassured that my dedication to him in reading his word and in praying to him and talking to him these last few months, that it hasn't been in vain, and that my devotion to him is something that he'll continue to reward as I walk with him. And for him to take that time with me was something I'll never forget. Someone asked me this morning, Genesis, if you could give a quote about what the Lord did in you this week, what would it be? And so I said, this last week, the Lord gave me continuous confirmation that I was born to live a life of service and of love. And he created me to be a vessel. And he helped me see that my entire life is a gift that he's using to bring hope to a generation in need of leaders who know Jesus. That is what I know the Lord did in me this last week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys even feel the freedom to testify to what the Lord is doing in you and in your life, and to know that he does speak to us, and he's alive, and he's living, and he's working, and he's speaking constantly. And if we have the ears to listen and keep our hearts open and our hands open for him to use, then he'll use us. Even though it's a small YouTube channel, I am very thankful for the people that are watching on the other side, because I know that the Lord is going to use me in this way to lead other people in worship with their lives. And so, yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time we chit-chat the breeze.